A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus told his disciples a parable. Can a blind person guide a blind person? Will not both fall into a pit? No disciple is superior to the teacher, but when fully trained, every disciple will be like his teacher. Why do you notice the splinter in your brother's eye, but do not perceive the wooden beam in your own? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me remove that splinter in your eye," when you do not even notice the wooden beam in your own eye? You hypocrite! Remove the wooden beam from your eye first, then you will see clearly to remove the splinter in your brother's eye. The Gospel of the Lord. They usually say that Catholics never sit up front, but you've done very well sitting up front. But I don't know why you're all over on that side and so few of you on this side. When I was coming up the aisle, I thought, well, maybe this is the left wing, and that's the right wing, and you people are the fringe. But now that I look at you, you are the left wing, and you're the right wing, but you're still the fringe. In any event, it's good that we come together to mark the beginning of a new year, if you will, for the Catholic Women's Club. It's good to start with Eucharist, because Eucharist is meant to be the food which causes everything else to happen. And I know you do great things with different socials and fundraisers, but it's here, around the table, that you really declare who you are. The emphasis being on Catholic Women's Club. I know that the reading from Luke talked about brother, 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 but we could easily say sister, sister, sister in the lesson that is given here on a sense of relationship and how we deal with one another with our faults, and we all have them. And Jesus is saying, don't worry so much about the splinter in your brother's eye, the splinter in your sister's eye, when you have this wooden beam in your own. I know you've heard before, but it's a great image that, when I point my finger at another, 3 other fingers come back to me. And the splinter and the beam are the same material. One's very small, one's very large. And it's often the case that I can recognize in the other that is something wrong in myself. Because I have it, I possess it, I do it, I live it. But, I can see it in you. And if I pay attention and point out your defaults, your defects, I really need to spend time looking at the imperfections in my own life. So, as you interact over the next 12 months, perhaps the reading that we hear at the beginning of your year might be heard in your own ears. That if you see the imperfection in the other, don't look at the other, but look to see how that imperfection might exist in me. And maybe in a much larger, greater way than it exists in the other. The emphasis is on Catholic, Christian Women's Club.